Well, Russell, I mean, it looked like your side completely warranted all 3 points tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I thought they were outstanding for 70, 75 minutes. I think probably could have scored a few more goals if we're being really picky. I thought the first half was, some of the football was fantastic. So really proud of them. Really, really proud of the players for the way they approached the game from the outset, really. So much aggression, so much intensity, so much conviction in what they did. And that's not easy in the situation we've been in and the position we're in. So real test of character that they've responded to tonight, and a fantastic performance. I think we made it a little bit more difficult in the last 10 minutes than we probably needed to, but I completely understand the anxiety and the tension when we're just desperate to win. So yeah, really enjoyed watching the team tonight. I'm really proud of them, and some outstanding individual performances. So I don't want to single anyone out because I thought to a man they were fantastic, and Dino on his 800th game. Not that he cares one bit, 'cause that's the kind of character he is, but really delighted for him that he gets a win on that milestone, which is incredible. And then to give John Freeman a league debut as well, the opposite end of the spectrum. Really, really proud of him, and he deserves that. He's earned that. He's shown so much resilience to earn that. And so yeah, and I will single out Matty Sorinola. I thought he was outstanding. Another young guy. So we have a real group of young, outstanding people and footballers that we need to nurture and manage, and the experienced ones, Richard, Cameron, these guys, really, really help them on the pitch to do that. And so I'm really, really proud of the team tonight.
You mentioned, you make 6 changes to a side and didn't look like they'd, take time to gel. But they just fell into place straight away, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that's the point. I think I said to you on Monday that yesterday that I think everyone, they have so much clarity in what is expected of them and what we're going to judge them on. So they don't have to be outstanding individually and do 10 step overs and beat 5 people for us to praise them. They have to do the small things and the simple details really, really well. And they need to look after each other with the ball. They need to look after each other without the ball. They need to be aggressive in and out of possession. They need to hunt the ball back quickly. I thought the first half they were outstanding at that. So they know and got real trust, as I said to you before, in the players that are not playing and the ones that are even in the stand watching the game. It hurts me when people are not in the squad even, because I have so much. I feel so protective and so much love for this group of players in terms of what they give us and how much they give us. And I've said, it's not easy to play that way, especially when there's a lot of questions getting asked about the style of play. There's a lot of questions about what we do. I always talk about the process. I know it frustrates some people, but it's how I see it. It's how they really buy into it. And I said we have to justify it in performances like tonight. Hopefully goes a little bit towards that. And they've really shown a lot of character tonight and a lot of bravery. And just delighted for them, really.
Given the chances he had in the first half and the performance he put in, I bet Scott Fraser's probably a little bit frustrated that his goals come from a penalty rather than through dancing through that Wigan defence.
Yeah, extremely frustrated. He was so annoyed at half time. But we said it was going to come, and he just needed to be patient and not try too hard. And obviously he slots the penalty away really nicely. And with Scotty, there's so much more to come. He's still playing catch up from no pre-season, really. He came in really late. He feels like he should have had a few more assists and a few more goals already, and he sets really high expectations and demands on himself. But you can see how good a player he is, and he really enjoys what we're doing. So he's been frustrated in recent weeks at the results, as everyone. And we need to make sure we build on tonight, and he continues to build on that and the form he's shown since he's come in, because he's an outstanding footballer.
You said you wouldn't single anybody out, but I'm going to for you. I thought Stephen Walker was brilliant in his first start for the club.
Yeah, he was great. I said to you when we signed him that we were getting a different Steve to the one that came a couple of years ago, mentally, physically, a guy that really wants to prove himself, a guy I've got a really good relationship with since he came here and played. And I thought he was brilliant tonight. He was better than I expected him to be, if I'm honest. He's not played for a while, so I was expecting him to be a little bit hit and miss. But I thought everything he'd done with real intensity. He was sharp. He's got so much ability individually. It's just about piecing it together with Steve and making sure he's a bit like Reece Healey when we first took over, really, about making sure his day-to-day behaviour is proper. He knows the demands on him, and he has to rise to that. So I said to him when he came, and I spoke to him on deadline day, I said, listen, it's not going to be easy for you because we're going to expect a lot and we're going to demand a lot, and you have to make sure you're ready for that. And he is. And he said that. He said, look, I just want to come down. I want to prove myself. I want to play. And he's got a lot more to come. That's his first game for a while. He's still getting used to what we're doing, but he's given us a real headache now because, especially playing with Cammy up top, I thought they looked a real threat together, and hopefully Steve has a lot more to come. And if he puts in performances like that, then it'll be a really, really good signing for us.
Another one I thought was a particularly standout performance, Warren OHara, playing in defence, having missed out the last few weeks. I thought he had probably the best game that we've seen in MK Dons shirt so far.
It was brilliant. I think the thing with Warren is he's not given us a bad game yet, really. I think crew aside, and that was everyone, probably, myself included, we were all poor on that day. And his attitude is incredible for a young guy. The maturity shows. I had a chat with him about coming out of the team. It's exactly the attitude you want. He said, all right, I'll get my head down, I'll work, and when I get my chance, I'll take it. And he's done that tonight. And, and it's the same with George. He came out, I spoke to him yesterday. He said, yeah, no problem. No problem. I agree. Maybe I've not been as good as I should have been, and I'll wait for my chance now. And that's culture. That's what we need. That's the level of expectation they have with themselves and with each other. And that's the competition we need, that if someone's going to come out of the team, the next person needs to be ready to take that chance. And it's a fight. That's football. That's life. You need to fight for what you get, and you need to hang on for it for dear life. So Wazza was brilliant. I screamed at him towards the end. I'm really demanding of Warren because I think we can turn him into a really, really good player. He's got all the attributes. And he turned around and said, we've won, Gaffer. Relax, like the whistle had just gone. But he knows it's for his benefit, and his performance was excellent tonight. And he's got a lot more to come. There's a lot of stuff we need to work on with him, as there is with every young player. And he knows what that is, and he buys into it, and he does his extra work. And I'm really, really pleased for him tonight.
You must be pleased with your half-time team talks as well, because after the Gillingham after half-time at Gillingham, your side came out and scored within a few minutes of the restart, and they've done it again today. Is that something that you try and instill in your team, to go out there and chase after the game as soon as the half begins?
Yeah, that's nothing to do with me. That's them. That's their approach to coming out and playing again. And I said to them, I just wanted them to keep the tempo, the intensity, the speed, the aggression up, and they did it. And this group of players is brilliant with that. We've taken on detail and listening and carrying it out. But yeah, that's nothing to do with me. That's the players. So that's great.
And finally, is it a relief to have won today after two difficult performances on the road?
Yeah, I think so. I said to you after Oxford, I thought it was a good away performance. We conceded soft goals. Blackpool wasn't as fluid as I would have liked. Watched it back. It also wasn't as bad as how I felt after the game. Again, limited teams are very little away from home. And we have to find a formula away from home for sure. And we tweak things for tonight. As I said to you, we try and learn from every single game. And the guys, is it relief? I'm not sure. They got what they deserved tonight. It's probably, I've been really frustrated with some of the performances. Not the performances, sorry, the results, because the performances in general have been really good. And I think we've been really good at home. We feel really comfortable here. We wish our fans were in here. It would make things even better, but they're not. So we have to keep making sure we pick up results here, and we need to find a formula away from home. But I know with this group they will. I said all the way along it's going to take time. We've created a performance culture where they know what's expected of them, and they have to match that. And it comes a bit of pressure playing this way, but they show total belief in it. If we continue to do that and continue to show that courage on the pitch, then we'll be fine. I said that all the way along. So I wasn't worried before tonight. I'm not worried after tonight. I feel really relaxed with what's expected of us and where we're going to end up and where we're going. And we have to trust in that and keep believing in that, and the players do.
And a massive one coming up this weekend. I mean, it's perfect starter for it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good result ahead of the weekend. Yeah, it's another game. It's another game we look forward to at home.
Nice one. Thanks, mate.
No problems. Is that it, yeah? You want to speak to Matty?
Andrew Fisher made his home debut today. Probably the easiest clean sheet of his career, would you say?
I think he'll give a lot of praise to the people in front of him. I think we limited the team to finally no shots instead of 1 or 2 on target, which is huge testament to every single player, not just the back three and Fish. I think they worked so hard as a group tonight. And the last 10 minutes was a little bit stuttery and a little bit more pressure on us than we would have liked, but they stood up to it. And Fish just brings so much. He's really convincing in his behaviour, in his attitude towards the game. Really relaxed in possession, really athletic out of possession. And I think he's been great for the 2 games he's come in. There's a reason we signed him. There's a reason we pursued him for so long and stuck with it. And we finally got him, which is brilliant. And as I said, we've got 3 goalies now are really good. We really believe him, and it's a real battle. But Fish has started off his MK Dons career in really good fashion. He has to continue that.
Cheers, Russ. Thanks.
Is there an update on Carlton Morris and Lewis Thompson?
There is, yeah. Well, I haven't spoken to them since this morning, but both were gutted to miss out. Both wanted to give it a go, but they're unwell. So, luckily for us, it's they tested negative for COVID, but they're not well, so they're at home. We hope they get better really soon because they've been brilliant for us so far this season, on and off the pitch. And the guys tonight have given me a headache, the ones that have come in. So hopefully they recover properly for Saturday. They're both feeling a bit better, but tonight was just a little bit too soon. So showing the strength that we've got. Lass came in and done really well, and so did Steve. So really pleased for those guys, and hopefully Louis and Carlton will be back with us in the next couple of days.
Is it a nice kind of headache to have those kind of options when they're all available?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's, after a win, it's difficult to make changes, but we have to manage a squad that not everyone's at peak fitness yet or fully fit. Lass played his first game in a while tonight and cramped up towards the end. Matty played his first game in a while and he'll be feeling that tomorrow. He's just standing over there. He's put me under a bit of pressure, to be honest. But I've already said you're brilliant. Don't worry. It's cool. So we're going to have to manage it. And it's a good headache to have when people are performing well and they're confident. It's really good for me.
Cheers, Russ.
Right, I'll let you speak to someone you want to speak to now. See you guys. Thank you.